Bob and Nate kind of do their thing and get flag pulls, and as you can see, they both have flag captures, and now it's a 3-0 lead.
As right now we're on board here with Nate Schott. Nate Schott holding back over in his own spawn, trying to check and make sure that this region is clear.
And Nate Schott's going to start playing really slow. I teamed with him for the first event, and when he gets a lead, he doesn't like to lose it, so he's going to play a little defense.
And if you're playing defense, how can that impact you coming into it?
I mean, it definitely is good. I mean, it slows the other team down, but the only problem is once they kill you, they're in your base and they can get a pull. Instead, if they were kind of playing mid-map, TT would have to kill him maybe twice, maybe 3 times. So, I mean, defense, it's a little risky. See, like I said, he's back here right now. Picks the... But
like the best call I've heard yet.
But defense, I mean, it's risky. I mean, if he dies here, then TT can probably get a flagpole.
As right now, again, we're on board here with Nate Schott, who's watching over there inside of mid. Saint's going to get taken down. Now he's got his teammates to be able to wrap back around. Stainville going to get taken down there by Vengeance. As you can get, and Nate Schott just watching him there towards that A domination side, as he's got great control over that and is able to take down Sensor. Taking another look, peeks back out. This game of whack-a-mole goes to Virus this time.
This is like I said, now that they lost the position in their base, they can get a pull.
And Stainville trying to come back in and counter quickly as he's going to get taken down, but they've got to be 2 flag caps in 25 seconds.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
No. And so this one is going to go to Envy. Actually, it's 3-0 right now that I do my proper math. And so this was over a long time ago.
Yep.
But let's go ahead and kind of break down what's happened so far there in that first game type here with Capture Flag on Summit. You said that Quantic Next Threat is going to have a little bit more control here in this game type. What went wrong?
They didn't slay well enough. I think Vengeance and Virus are supposed to be some of their top slayers, and they didn't play well. It's going to be up to them for them to bring back the series.
And what you said that Quantic Next Threat, Virus, and Vengeance are supposed to come out slaying, and they did in their matchup against Force, but they, like you said, they just didn't come out for that game type. And so, I appreciate you hopping on here with me. I know we're going to see you on the main stage several times to come here throughout this rest of this event. So that means, Holiday Doc, you need to get your butt up here. I'm just playing. But really. So thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you coming on here.
Thank
and we'll make this T-shirt. If Merc is down, lose the round. That's a nice little saying that we got going on here. But stick around. We'll be right back here with the second map. It's going to be Search and Destroy on Havana. As we'll be right back here on the Call of Duty Black Ops stream. Hello and welcome back to the Call of Duty Black Ops stream. I'm Corey Dunn alongside Holiday Doc. As you saw there just a moment ago, Merc trying to get double air time. He left here to go out there and even chimed in down there. So
tried to make sure he covered all his bases.
I'm going to make sure I do that as well. I'm going to go down there and say, hey, I'm here as well. You can't get away from this.
How fast do you think you could run out there and run back and forth?
I'd trip, so don't.
Okay.
We're not even try it.
All right, maybe next time?
Not going to happen.
All right, so what do we got next up on the board?
Well, coming up next is going to be on Search and Destroy on Havana, here with Envy in Next Threat. And so far, Envy was able to take the first matchup 3-0, and they just great control. Bob right there on the screen, as you can see, he did a great job. He was watching over there towards that back area on Capture the Flag. He was waiting, and then he got that perfect flag pull and made his move. So
yeah. Well, I caught a little bit of it, but I definitely think we need some sound boost because I would love to hear the commentary out in the audience. I think it adds so much to the experience. Nexy, if you could go ahead and just make that happen, that'd be great. But Search and Destroy in Havana, we've seen, cookie cutter plays on this map time and time again, and somebody's got we're playing Search and Destroy in Havana. My apologies.
This is still cookie cutter.
Still cookie cutter. Straight go to B. Hold down B, first team to survive it wins.
And the reason for that is because
it's a risk-reward factor. If you can get to B first, it's really easy to lock down. Having these headsets, the Astros, you can hear when the bomb gets picked up. You can be into a position to counter the bomb being picked up, and ultimately you win. But let's go jump right on board and get directly into the gameplay. We're going to start with Sensor as he's going to grab the bomb, and it looks like listen, and I hear that he's got Marathon. He's got the shoes on.
He's going straight at it. He's pushing up there towards that A-bomb site. As Dito is going to be able to pick up that first frag here. As now again we're back over here with Sensor. Sensor just running there with that. He's definitely with these Astro A40s. You can hear that.
I'm not very impressed on that play. He had the bomb. Why take it so far out of the way and put yourself in such an open position with the bomb down?
You're learning, and I'm so proud.
Papa Bear teaching me how the ways of search and destroy.
As right now it's going to be down to a 2 versus 3 here with Virus and Vengeance here for Quantic next threat, trying to even things back up against Dito in Stainville. As right now we're back over here on board here with Virus. As now again the bomb is down just on the outside right there. You can spot it there. You can see the indicator. 30 seconds left here in the round as Virus is making his move over here towards that A domination site. He was unable to get picked up there by the markers, so they won't know he's over there. Again, another one, but now they know the bomb's down over there towards that A side. Vengeance taking it down Stainville. It's going to be left up to a 2-on-1. Dito's been able to pick up the first 2 kills of the game. Can he finish it off with an ace with 30 seconds left to play in the round? Not going to happen today. No.
Wow, but look at
but Vengeance, he says, I'll get the ace.
Yep, thank you. Have a nice day. Really good play, but the start of this round didn't work out so well. He put on Marathon for a reason, and he didn't even utilize it. He could have booked it around, planted the bomb. They wouldn't even have had time to react. As we've seen that they were both caught off guard. They were in backside bus and through the hedge spawn. So both those spots, it'd be really difficult to catch him off guard. Ultimately, it worked out in the end, but different plays, it could have happened differently.
This is not a well thought out idea, but what if somebody just sit there and utilized the Marathon and rushed up to be a complete distraction towards that A side?
Just throw on the concrete shoes and make noise?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just jump in a circle.
As right now we can go ahead and see it's already 1-0 here in favor of Quantic next threat. Bomb pushing over here towards this B bomb site, trying to be able to make his move.
He's got the bomb. He's checking the corners, and I think that's a big thing that a lot of people miss out on. But he did test the waters, and Nade Shot is... I just noticed he's got his name as Nerd Shot. But
that's been the case there from that first map as well. And Nade Shot able to take out Saints. As now the score's going to be all tied up in 1. As let's go ahead and take a look here again here with Nade Shot.
Yeah, he just kind of backed up and picked off the nice kill. Nice timing as he wrapped around. Saints was in the sight lines and pulled off the kill.
As right now, as we look at it so far, again, Vengeance being able to pick up the ace off the start to be able to pick up that first round. As now we're going to go ahead and switch back over here. Sensor again doing the exact same thing as we saw before. He delays, waits it out. Now he's going to go ahead and start to be able to push in there. Spots one.
You know what he did? He's doing the class switch. So he run before the time went out.
Now
got
we're
behind
on the
there.
same page. Now oh wow, he's been able to pick up 2. He's able to drop 1 there with the frag grenade. That's a great call. We haven't seen much of that in this tournament. They're able to get that bomb planted there towards that A side. Dito back into Vengeance. As that's going to be down to a 2-on-3. Dito in Stainville here for Eon Envy. As right now Sensor is trying to be able to hold his own. Saints has gotten taken out there by Dito down to a 2v2. He's going to go ahead and leave where that bomb's planted. Takes down Stainville. He's looking for the ace. He's going to try to be able to figure out where Dito is. Dito from the backside. Now down to a 1v1. Virus and Dito. As Dito prones out, he's going to utilize to see if he can see anybody cross, or see if Dito will cross here.
I think he's third person peeking as well there, but he did the bomb get picked up, a little bit of a test, and he comes out on top, able to take out Dito in the last couple seconds there. And Dito was in a hard spot. He had to pick up the bomb or he had to get the kill. So when you're forced into that position, you're definitely at a disadvantage.
As right there you can see Stainville is focused and more of one of the smartest players in Call of Duty Black Ops. As right now the score is 2-1 here in favor of Quantic next threat, and I'm happy you caught on to the fact that that's what they're using that marathon for. That's a great call. As right now, I have no faults about doing something like that.
Yeah, it's a good play. It was mostly utilized in COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2, and that's where you saw almost all the teams use it. Now, Black Ops, once or twice.
We haven't seen it that many times.
So it's interesting how the progression goes, and teams just maybe forgetting about that utility or just not needing it.
Quick round.
Wow. Defense seems to be working very well for Eon Envy. As Nerd Shots here, backside L.
As right there, you can see at the latter part of the round, you see Nate Shot able to pick up that last kill. All tied up at 2 now. As we've watched so far, Envy's leading this series. And it's really going back to it, it's the offensive side that's being extremely strong so far.
Yep.
As right now we're on board here with Sensor. This time, instead of going over there towards the A bomb site, now he's heading over here towards the B bomb site. As he decides to go ahead and push up there, and he went ahead and gave away his position. As now they know one person is over here towards this B bomb site.
Yeah, marked himself on the map. He does have some people behind him, but they were very slow to progress throughout the map here. So they're not going to be in a position to pick up the kill if Sensor does go down. Usually I don't know. Perfect placement by Stanville. He knew somebody was there. He just watched the bomb site. Just backed into the corner and just watched the bomb site.
And one of the issues that I have with that moment right there was that he pushed up, and Sensor had the bomb, and he went in there by himself. And now they know exactly where that bomb's at.
Yeah.
And if this round doesn't go to Envy, they lost it on their own.
Yeah, but Saints, doing a good job picking up that kill. The callouts and the teamwork working efficiently. Communication, huge part of this. Virus now in a good spot here, tucked in the corner, putting some markers in one, picking up the second. Eventually, Dito has to wrap up that kill. Saints is now left alone to defend this bomb plant, and it is a 3 or 2-on-1. The bomb's getting picked up here, and he doesn't see it.
As he comes back around, and I mentioned if Envy lost that round, which was almost possible, I would have been frustrated.
Yeah.
You cannot, there's no way in a situation when you're down to a 3v2 and you know exactly where the bomb is at, you have to win that round.
Yeah, I totally agree. And right now, we're going to see how they work on the offensive again. Stainville pushing up, being the aggressor. Bob following suit right behind. He's got the bomb, holding on to a beautiful kill, getting stunned twice, and still picking up the kill on Sensor. Dito picking it off cross map, taking a vengeance through bottom yellow there. So they got a pretty good stance on how they're going to be holding over. Dito picking up another kill on Saints with the knife. Beautiful play so far, and this is a very well thought out and very well. I don't know. I lost it.
Plan, strategy, idea, execution.
Perfect execution.
As right there, you can see at the very end part right there, as Envy able to take that one 4-2. As right now, since you weren't here, Merck said that it was going to be 3-2, and Envy was going to take it.
He thought it was close, eh?
He thought it was going to be close. I thought it was going to be 3-1.
What's with you and 3-1s?
Well, I called the first two saying that they were going to be 3-0s.
Okay.
Well,
if you want to debate that, I think you should hashtag us. Hit us up on Twitter, and maybe give me some insight into why Corey Dunn always seems to be right. You can hit us up at twitter.com/MLG, as well as chat with us on facebook.com/MLG Pro. And if you're into the StarCraft stuff, you're gonna definitely want to join us on the Reddit as well as TeamLiquid.net. So right now, Hastro's very happy with the overall.
Well, and speaking of that as well, you can also make sure that you submit your own gameplay. That's the Last Longer presented by Stride, and you can get tips from MLG pros like a player like Castro as well. But also make sure that, for the Twitter aspect of it, you mentioned for yours it's NB at Holiday or at NB Holiday Doc.
There you go. Yep.
And so we'll get that posted there for you. You can take a look there. You can write that down, jot it down.
We got our Xperia play here, so we're checking Twitter quite often. And yours being Considerate Done. It'll be on the bottom of the screen, and you can hit Corey up as well, and we'll be listening in with our. I like this thing, hey?
The thing is awesome.
It's got some pretty cool features. Touch this button here. And,
hey, well,
play some Minecraft on here.
What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take some time in between these this break and play with our Sony Ericsson Xperia Play, and we'll be right back with Domination Firing Range with Envy and Next Threat. We're back with this matchup here with Envy going up against Quantic Next Threat. If you want to get in touch with us, make sure you send us a tweet at our Twitters, and we'll kind of keep up to date on your predictions, your questions, your comments, your concerns, how you feel, whether you like this beard or not that Holiday Doc's got going on, and all those other different types of things that are mentioned so far.
We're getting lots of comments. Yeah, these guys are the best in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Holiday Doc's got the sexiest man beard ever.
I can rival that, but I can't do it, though. There's some other obligations.
Fine.
Maybe one day.
One day, one event, Providence.
Okay. Well, we'll have to put some stipulations on this one. But right now, let's go ahead and hop into the action. Next matchup is going to be on Domination here on Firing Range with Quantic Next Threat going up against Eon Envy.
Eon Envy, and this is a new team we're seeing. We're not seeing the fumbles that we saw at Anaheim. We're seeing a much better, close-knit group that has developed their chemistry and made the changes necessary, and we're seeing big smiles on their face too, which is a big part of this game. You can't show up to an event if you're not going to enjoy it. So big kudos to these guys who are finally being able to click and producing some great gameplay.
Yes, right off the start, we're going to have they've been able to pick up the C domination site. As again, this is just kind of getting a feel of the game. This usually sets the tone, is these early parts of the game.
Yeah, Bob, we got to go back and we talk about Anaheim as well, because just simply because how big Bobby started out at Anaheim. We've seen that full transition. He went from objective player to getting all the kills and being the Slayer. So we're seeing a combination of that go down. He grabbed a couple flags. He made some great plays. He got the first flag, I believe, on Summit CTF. So he's a great all-around player. You mix that in with Hastro being the coach, a veteran, a long-time veteran to Call of Duty series. So this is a very good team, and they're well set up for achieving victory.
As right now we're still on board here with Dido here from Eon Envy. They're just holding on to this A and C domination site, and Vengeance, a little animosity between him and Saints. He was able to come in with their own little friendly fire. As right now Vengeance able to take down two. Nade Shot and Bob both go down. As there again, the Virus being able to pick up the two-piece.
Yeah, Nade Shot now trying to defend B. Oh, coming up big on Vengeance, grabbing that nice knife, and now floating over, trying to make sure that B actually comes back. Now Dido is now wrapped around, headed towards A, trying to counter the bottom respawns, making sure that it's all said and done. He's got help with him, and this is going to be a very quick flag cap, something that we're all for making faster gameplay, and the quick flag caps are crucial to that. So right now they had a triple cap. Now they're about to be reversed on that roll right now.
As right now we're still on board here with Dido, who's pushed over here inside of the trailer areas. Still trying to be able to get something to be able to open back up here for Envy. As right now the C and B domination site belong here to Quantic Next Threat. As kind of just giving a little touch and go. There's, I believe, two members so far in that top 10 there for Quantic Next Threat. And on the chase, that was going to be Virus to be able to take down Dido.
Yeah, Stainville positioned himself into bottom wood. He's got help on his way off the respawn, taking out Sensor from center map. And it looks like they're trying to get C over there. And Vengeance coming up quicker on the knife reaction, taking out Stainville. Dido hitting up backside on the respawns, but it looks like they're having a little bit of trouble negotiating coming off of bottom side there. Dido finally picking off Sensor from the backside here, and respawns. He's going to get picked. He's going to get noticed and marked on the map, called out, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to be a nice exchange here, backside white trailer.
53-45, an 8-point lead coming in here so far for Envy as they come in and get that triple cap. As now they're trying to be able to hold down and hold this one on lock as Saints goes down there by Dito. Dito so far is sitting at 10-4 overall. He's got 4 captures and 4 defends so far. As we keep the focus here on Eon Envy, as now Stainville and Nadeshot doing a great job, just kind of chiming in as well. The A domination site belongs here now to Quantic Next Threat. Dito coming back in here towards this A domination site. He's going to get taken down there by Sensor. As right now, 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. And nice shot there by Stainville. Stainville able to take down Saints, as he's trying to be able to hold down here in this mid-range. As the C domination side seems there's a little bit of action. He's got his teammate to be able to help out as he pushes up here towards this top 10. And let's see if he spots anybody inside. That's not going to happen, as right now they're just doing a great job. It's 83-54 so far with 2 minutes left to play.
2 minutes left to play. Stainville's last man up on top 10, getting taken out, or only after he takes out Virus, but Vengeance responding nicely. Bob and Dito grabbing one of their own, and they're going to try and push to gather the triple cap again. Saints barely holding on to that. Nadeshot actually having to finish it up for them, and now they've recouped back 2 of their flags, continuously pulling out some more points on the board, and doing ultimately a really nice job. I'm seeing some really good plays, and this isn't the next threat we've seen two games ago.
The issue is, even though that they are making some great plays, they're still trailing. They're still trying to find a way to stay afloat. But right now there's a 34-point lead. Not a huge deficit here for Quantic Next Threat. But so far, though, the way that the tides have kind of changed back and forth, it really seems, each of these members, they haven't really gone streaking.
Yeah, there's been no kill streaks, major kill streaks, and for the most part, the only guy who's doing anything substantial on both sides is Saints, which is not surprising. He was a very powerful player in the last couple events, but I didn't expect to see him the only one being able to make anything happen.
Yes, right now we're on board here with Stainville. Stainville pushing back over here, watching over towards the firing range, utilizing that head glitch. He gets headshotted there by Saints.
That was a great pick.
Wow.
You know how hard it is to grab somebody off of that head spot?
Yeah, especially from that range.
Oh, wait, didn't I get a tomahawk on you on that screen?
We're not even going to talk about that. 118-79 so far.
I do recall a
40-point lead here in favor of Eon Envy.
Bob now picking up the cross map on Virus, doing a good job, trying to get over here to B, but Sensor already in a position top side of Wood on the sandbags there. The perfect counter to anybody trying to hit up and get onto B. So are not able to grab any more points, but lowering the lead by a not very substantial amount, but any bit helps going into the second half here.
36-point lead here in favor of Eon Envy here over Quantic Next Threat. They lead the series 2-0 overall. As we look at it and to see what's going to happen here for the second half of the domination firing range, there really wasn't that much of a separation in the playing style there on firing range and what we've seen so far. Really, there's not really that much of a difference in how things. Exactly, it was just going a tick for tack back and forth throughout that whole first half, and just somehow Envy was able to hold on to their 2-cap a little bit longer than Quantic Next Threat. So that's going to bring us into the second half here on Domination Firing Range. 36-point lead so far here in favor of Eon Envy, as we're going to kind of stick around here and see how this one is going to play. But you mentioned that Saints was doing a really good job there in the first half.
He's got a fantastic shot, and his control and his map awareness is right up there with guys like TP and Merc and JCap, as well as Nadeshot. Nadeshot's a very good, very map-aware player, and he's right up there with all these guys right now. His play from last events, he stood out very well, and I think this transition, pulling him onto Quantic Next Threat was a great addition. So let's grab right into the gameplay. Let's start it up, see how they're going to recuperate with a deficit here in the second half.
Those of you who have your MLG scoreboard packets, it's a 36-point lead. So you can keep tally along with us here. As right now, we got right off the kick off the start, we got Sensor, who is starting things off here. He's got trying to be able to push around towards that backside. He's going to get taken down by Stainville.
Yeah, The only problem is Eon Envy still has not picked up their home flag, and 3 go down on that side. So now it's going to be a race to B, see how many players they can get over there. Dito in a great spot, countering, almost grabbing a 3-piece. That would have been an epic play on his half, and the spawns have been forced down to bottom range. So this is time and an opportunity to take full advantage of this. They got to hold on to B, though. This is they're in a dangerous spot.
Saints just doing a great job knowing that they've spawned over there towards that firing range. Knew that someone was going to start to push up. Bob jumping through the window, able to take down Saints, picking up that 2-piece. C domination site now belongs to Envy, as the A domination site is untouched this far into the game here in the second half.
It. So.
As now it's 17-4 here in the second half to be able to kick things off. As right now we're back over here with Virus. Virus wrapping back around towards that towards the back trailer.
It's almost like they got a checklist. Okay, he didn't spawn here, I gotta move here. He didn't spawn here, okay, I gotta move here. And they go off the board and they check each time they move to a spot. It's really interesting to see, the communication aspect as well, and how well a team moves throughout the map and controls with each other. And it's great to see. We're definitely improving.
Well, one of the interesting things that I was just thinking about is domination. You have to flow, and you have to continuously flow.
Yeah.
And after a while, you build up this sense of being impatient, and you just have to keep moving. And you get extremely ADD. And then you go into a game type like Search and Destroy. Luckily enough, Capture the Flag is that segue between the two.
Yes.
If they jump straight into Search and Destroy after domination, Search and Destroy would be a complete irrelevant game. It would not even matter. At that point, I would sit there and say, there's no reason for us to play this because it's not going to be entertaining to watch.
It would almost feel like playing public room TDM.
Exactly.
So we don't want to see that. That's for sure.
We've strayed so far from Dallas that we don't want to go back.
Exactly. We've gone leaps and bounds since Dallas with the teams, the gameplay, the stream here. It's just such an amazing transition, and the growth, and to be a part of the growth is amazing.
As well as a triple cap coming in here for Envy so far. Sensor pushing in. He's going to come in, slice into Bob, as now he's been able to pick up that 2-piece. He's going to go and accompany his teammate, and Nate Shot lays it in, able to pick up 3, picking up the hat trick, utilizing the frag grenade, as now you're going to go ahead and head over here towards that back trailer. Bob back over into Vengeance, and they're going to go ahead and maintain this triple cap for a little bit longer. As right now it's a 67-point lead.
Wow.
Make that a 70-point lead now here in favor of Eon Envy.
When you go to sports games and you see the mascots with the little sign and they cue things up and they try to go to it, I've always wondered if a pro team would ever be like to have them ready and chant over to the other team and just hold up a sign and say, "You mad, bro?"
Law, you mad?
After a play like that, you can 100% say that they were not happy about that situation.
Have a sign that says "Rage Quit." 74-43, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to play here in the second half. As now Stainville slides in, and a quick counter back while we were kind of just bantering. We had a triple cap coming in there for Quantic Next Threat. 26-point lead overall, though. I apologize, looking at it as improper math. 26-point lead. Now it's going to be a 62 overall.
2 minutes left. 30 maximum? Was it 30 maximum or 45? You're going to be my calculator.
36 points per minute
36
is the max
points.
you can get.
So it's coming down to the wire right now, I believe. So
they have to trip cap, though. That's the issue.
Yeah. So I don't think it's going to happen. And completely different Eon Envy than we've seen before.
From past events from Anaheim and from Columbus, this is definitely a team that's really starting to put things together, and they're starting to gel well, bringing on Bob there in Anaheim, and he's really starting to be able to produce. This is really a team that I've actually looked forward to seeing and how they've been able to play with one another so far. Right there is a triple cap coming in here.
They've had some rough breaks, though, like things out of their control. Columbus, they lost a teammate in the last bit. They had to pick up somebody else, and it was a last-minute pickup. So, and then Anaheim, they had to work with a brand new team in a week's notice. Now we're seeing that they finally had time to develop their team. We're seeing the Envy team that we're always used to seeing.
As right now, it's, we're looking at it. Quick stats. There's 3 points, 3-point lead here for Envy. And this one's over. I'm just going to go ahead and call it now because that's 39 points with 40 seconds left to play. And so Envy is going to take this series 3-0.
Another sweep.
Another sweep here on the main stage as Obey was able to take out Icons Black 3-0. Next Threat against Force 3-0. And Optic Gaming over Influence 3-1. And then here's another sweep with Eon Envy 3-0 over Quantic Next Threat.
I truly expected a much bigger fight out of Next Threat. You know, I wanted to see a 3-2. It could have gone both ways. Unfortunately, they weren't able to hold on to it. Look at this team. They're happy, and they played very, very, very well.
And so our final matchup for tonight is going to be Quantic Next Threat going up against Obey Pro. As right there you see at the very end. Let's go ahead and kind of recap what happened there for that matchup between Eon Envy and Quantic Next Threat. Capture the Flag Summit 3-0. You got to start the initial. Goes back to Bob getting that flag cap. He was waiting back in their spawn, waiting for that perfect opportunity, and able to work towards the rail side and be able to get that flag cap. And that kind of opened things up, so they were able to take that one 3-0. Search and Destroy Havana. Sensor tried something that we hadn't seen and hadn't really thought of in quite some time, being able to switch classes. Kind of reiterate, go a little bit more into detail for those that are kind of new, kind of casual gamers to the COD experience.
So basically, when you use this particular idea or method, you're going to pick a class that essentially you don't need the rest of the game, but it gives you a benefit at the first 14 seconds. I think you have 15 seconds overall, but you got to switch by 14. So what is used now, or used majority of the time, is the marathon. Because we use headsets here in competitive gaming, you don't want to be caught running around with marathon, because it's like running around with concrete shoes. It kind of sounds like Sasquatch.
It's like you're running around with pots and pans and just banging around.
So the idea behind it is you can get to the point on the map that you feel safe, and you switch your class to a class with Ninja Pro or Dead Silence, whatever the case may be, if you're playing Modern Warfare 2. And now you've successfully changed your class. There's a couple stipulations. You can't fire your gun, can't use any equipment, and if you do that, you've successfully used a tactic that's been around since COD 4.
And so we mocked Sensor for using it in the beginning. We take it back. All right, so welcome back to the 2011 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit. Here for Call of Duty Black Ops, I'm Corey Dunn alongside Holiday Doc as we're about to close this night off right with Quantic Leverage going up against Obey Pro. As we looked at it, we've got Quantic Leverage.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and start this off right.
Our prediction?
Yep, go ahead.
No. You.
That's 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah.
For who?
For Quantic Leverage.
Okay, but look at how well Obey Pro has been playing.
I knew you'd hear it. Oh, come on, guys.
Look at how well they've been playing, so...
He's like, come on. They need to prove me wrong then if that's going to be the case.
Yeah, they got Bezo back there. He's got to cheer up his teammates and coach them and get them ready. So we're going to be jumping right on board. Hanoi CTF is the first game. So starting off with a CTF is fun to do. On Hanoi, though, we've seen some pretty close matchups, last-second grabs, last-second returns. Hopefully both teams can do that again. And we're going to jump right on board here, jump right into Hanoi CTF, and start this game up.
Let's see how this one's going to go and play out. Again, the first series is going to be a Capture the Flag here on Hanoi.
And Leverage is going to push right up into Spotlight, take that control and take that map control right away. He's got some spotting. Proof found somebody. He's going to throw up a stun and hold on. Breezy getting taken out by TP with a nice nade, a follow-up nade from his teammate. And they're going to be pushing up, holding down. Leverage Aches picking up another kill here. So far, no kills on the board for OB Pro. Something's It's not going to be good. They finally ended out there. Empire grabs a kill. Proof follows that one up, and now they're just going to be trying to set up for some sort of flag run here. Slow progression throughout the map. That's how you have to do it.
Proofy able to take down Breezy, as right now we're back over here. Still sees Proofy pushing up. He's completely stunned. Still trying to be able to come in here with this kill. He's going to go ahead and have to go and fall back after he reloads. As right now, looking at it, Episode and Empire, the only two have been able to get kills so far. As Proofy takes down Empire. Still being able to make his move. Trying to be able to clean out that midsection. He's going to go and wrap back around, head over there towards the film room.
Yeah, top theater now.
Oh, wow.
Anti-E-girl Triz. That's a mouthful. Is up in there just waiting for that flag to head back towards his direction. And luckily enough, it was timed very nicely, able to grab the kill. And now they've overextended themselves. Now they're going to be playing catch-up, trying to hunt down this flag, make sure it doesn't get capped here. And they're not in a very good spot. You know, top theater is going to be contested. You got to watch out for the spots. But it looks like that center map is covered, so it's going to be a last-second, last-ditch effort. And nice placement. The kill, oh, didn't happen in time, but Proof grabbing two. Nice play, almost a third. Empire shutting him down right there.
As right now you've got Obey being able to pick up the first flag capture here so far. And like you said, Quantic Leverage overextending themselves. As right now we're on board here with Breezy.
Yeah, jumping teams. We're going to see how Breezy and the team is doing so well here. Grabbing the early flag cap against the defending champions is no easy feat. And it looks like they are about to grab another one. Two of his teammates go down. So now it's more of just a stall or a play that you want to use when slowing down the progression of the opposite team. But as two more go down, that is a 4-on-2 situation right now. And they're just forced to back up and watch flag, make sure nobody gets in there, sneaks out with a flag, and now they're kind of all grouped up there and holding hands in the one area back here.
As they're all just playing defense right now. They're
4-man D, let's go.
And one of the things that we talked about with Eon Optic Gaming's Merc is about playing defense. Now, playing this much defense, it's going to be a tough seal to break, as right now Scump able to take down Anti-E, as right now Episode comes back around, able to take down Scump, as they're just doing a great job, just kind of holding back and trying to get some picks here, as we're again back over here on board here with Episode.
Kind of seems like they're content with this one flag lead. Episode now forced to exchange. He's over by Sinks, throwing some marks down range at the tree side or garden, and now just backing up, watching for spawns, just playing it very cautious and very passive at the same time. I don't know how well this is going to work out. As we've seen before, whenever you turtle on CTF, it never ends up in your favor. You can only sit put and wait on defense so long before the opposition takes full advantage of that. But that was a beautiful shot. Headshot from cross range, right in top light, and it was on Aches himself.
As right now Proofy trying to be able to get things started, able to take down Breezy, as Anti-E is able to take down two. That's Triz.
Episode now watching for spawns right here, and the thing is, the spawns only go through that direction, you know, on the chase or on a fast push when they all start spawning top rails. So, you know, essentially he was looking into a dead area, but nice pickup, turned around, maybe got a call out or something, but right at the right time. Proof answering that call, and Gallows now forcing himself around, trying to cut through Cargo, and Empire taking out TP there. Nice plays.
As right now they got 35 seconds left here in the round, as they've been able to just play defense so far throughout this whole time.
Wow.
As Aches gets taken down, I'm going to go ahead and assume that was a pistol headshot. As right now 20 seconds left to play. No real attempt so far to be able to make their move to be able to get a flagpole here for Quantic Leverage.
Yep.
And so Obey's taking this first half 1-0.
1-0 is kind of like a 5-point lead in domination, though. It's not something you can be safe with. It's not something you got to be comfortable with, and it can be turned so quickly, especially on a map like this with so many escape routes and quick flag run times.
Let's talk about the map layout and how that's played out there. Was Obey Pro playing on what is quote unquote an easier side, or?
It's hard. It's really hard to say because some teams really like one side, other teams don't, and it's more a decision of team preference, more along or instead of that who has the better side. it can be argued that the side that Leverage is on now is the harder because of so many defensive spots for people to set up and play that D side, but on the same sense, it could be easier as well because it's quick exits like that. Look at Aches grabbing both kills here, and when you have such a short area to sneak out and grab flag and run back, for me that seems to be the easier side to put points on the board on.
See, I think right now Quantic Leverage is on their easier side now. Yeah. As right now Leverage able to take down or make that Aches able to pick up several, right there with under a minute they're able to even up this game. And so we're probably going to see a couple more coming into this. As right now, Proofy pushing over here. He's got his teammate. That was Scump who's going to get taken out there. He's going to answer back quickly. Long range as Auntie-E. Probably just going to go ahead and call it Triz from here on out.
Call her Triz?
Call it Triz.
So TP right there exchanging nicely. Both guys not able to hold on to the kill at the first exchange. Had to reload. Good thing TP pulls out the victor on that one. TP grabbing a nice kill here, defending the left side, the A route. And this is kind of a test the zone area. When you have the opposition floating up to this side, you got to worry about the spawn trap. What they'll do is they'll apply pressure on A and force you to exit through the gravel side or through top theater where the opposition will be sitting in wait. And that's kind of where you get thrown into the choke points and thrown into a spawn trap.
As right now TP starting to be able to push up here. Spots one, able to take down Triz. As now he's still trying to be able to make the move. Gets spotted there inside of mid. Breezy going to be able to take him down. We're all tied up at 1 right now.
Yeah, 1-1, both teams. And the negotiation coming from Leverage is a bit more difficult in the first half. They're controlling their spots a lot better. But like you said, I'm going to kind of agree with you. I think this might be a little bit easier of a side. The exit strategies for grabbing the flag are much easier. You're not going to get caught off guard, and I think the spawns are also easier to control. You're kind of more aware and more ready to deal with them, and there's not that many opportunities. As well as, the top side, the bus, the gravel, the medic area is really easy to control and throw them into that choke point.
As right now, we're going to go ahead and take a look here. Proofy, who is starting to be able to move up. He's got his teammate there over there towards that ticket booth side. Nice job by Aches, jumping, taking down Empire.
Yeah, he had some team help there. Proof was ready to pick up the kill had he not grabbed it himself. Now he's pushing up into top theater, trying to get some control here and make sure that those spawns don't sneak away through the garden or through trees here. And he's watching upside top yellow. We've seen lots of exchanges here. Nice nade. Unfortunately, nobody up there to connect with.
Wow.
And responding is Auntie-E, grabbing a nice nade kill of his own. TP responding, headed back upside the rails, putting some pressure on the spawns here, trying to even out this, or not even out, but take the win on this game and push out the victors to avoid that deadly overtime scenario.
As right now we're on board here with Proofy. He's been able to pick up that first headshot, make that 2 now.
Oh.
And almost connects there. He's going to get taken down there by Triz.
Triz backing up from Gallows then to into under Zig Cat here, and Scump able to grab a nice easy kill as he had his back turned, just waiting for the respawns, trying to spawn camp and denied. And then Breezy pulling into center. Gallows trying to pick up kills of his own, and Proof is getting caught with the stun, landing markers, knowing exactly where he's going to be.
As right now we're back around here with TP. TP waiting for his teammates to be able to respawn so he can start to push up towards that guillotine side, towards the spotlight side. As, again, he has been uncontested so far. He's taking the long route, though.
Yep. Usually we see Proof do this type of maneuver,
Exactly.
Sneaking around the edges of the map, trying to be that sneaky ninja and grab flags and go, but it seems like we've seen either Aches pull into that maneuver or TP.
As right now TP, he's going over there towards the guillotine side. No cover as he gets taken down.
Wow, that was
he
a
had two members
play
right there to be able to help him out, and neither one of them were able to chime in. As now this is going to go ahead and end in a stale, but right now Empire has the flag.
Yeah.
He's making his move. All four are down. He's running. Can he be able to get this flag cap in time? And right there, Obey takes this one. Wow.
Grabs and snatches that first win.
Oh, man.
Right out of the hands of Leverage. And look at the sportsmanship. TP, congratulated them, acknowledging that great flag run, great setup. and took advantage of that one mistake. Nobody covered topside light. Nobody watched TP as he ran back down through spotlight. He had cover too. 2 other teammates were with him on the well, just didn't turn around and watch the appropriate routes.
As right now we're going to be heading into our next matchup. We search and destroy on grid. Obey doing a great job. They were able to take advantage. As right there, they had TP who had that flagpole, and he had the perfect route to take, but he had no cover there. He had 2 members that should have been giving him cover fire, and there just wasn't there. And so Obey taking complete advantage of that situation.
What I think might have happened is, they called out 3 down. When they pushed into flag, or 2 down, I think it was, they assumed that they were on the opposite side of the map. Since nobody contested them as they headed towards the flag, they assumed that it was already clear. And I guess assumptions will get you killed, as nobody checked top light. Guy just waited. He didn't push on the well, so when he turned around, he had a nice clean shot on TP right in the back.
All right, so we'll take a quick break. Coming up next, we got Search and Destroy on grid, as right now Obey Pro is leading this series 1-0 here over Quantic Leverage. Obey trying to prove me wrong here in this best of 5 series here against Quantic Leverage, as they were able to take the first matchup on Capture the Flag on Hanoi, which will bring us to Search and Destroy on grid. And right there, it's the difference between the way that the professional play comes in. It's not who's the better team who's able to make all those great shots. It's who takes advantage of those mistakes.
And it was such a slight mistake. I don't even know if I want to call it a mistake, because it was just one of those moments. Like, it was a W2F moment, right? Like, where did this guy come from? Where was he hiding? And he shot me in the back.
But this is the one comment that I'm going to make to you. You mentioned the fact that there's a possibility they could have spawned on the other side. Then what were they doing clumped up in general?
They were holding hands, man. That's how teams do it.
Well, then there you go. You answered my question right there. They were just dilly-dallying there in that light room, and they should have been giving some cover fire. But hey, Obey doing a great job being able to pick them off. So let's go ahead and see what happens in this second of this best of 5 series here with Search and Destroy on grid.
Search and Destroy on grid. I expect to see shotgun action at this point, and it'd be interesting to see if we're gonna look and catch those equipment swaps. The 14-second, let's book it somewhere with the concrete shoes and switch out to a class I know is going to benefit me later.
As right now we're starting off here with Triz, as he's waiting for some grenades to fall into place before he makes his move. Little bomb shelter right there.
Gotta watch out.
Yeah,
might need a hurricane shelter here soon.
Hey, we're underground as well right now too.
True.
I thought about this.
Oh, you got an exit strategy plan for us too?
Hey, James Bond. That's all I'm thinking.
Looks like not a lot of action going down so far. Very slow progression. Nice. I like to see the slow progression, though. Lets me know that the team's actually thinking out their strategy and their routes before they put it into action. And Obey definitely wants to be the team to take leverage out here early on.
Bomb carriers going through that awning. As right now you can see Triz is moving up. That was Empire, who was a bomb carrier here. He went in by himself, and TP was able to take him out. Aches on the flank, able to take down Triz. As Episode is chasing, and Aches comes back in.
Got turned on, bro.
Takes him down. As let's go ahead and take another look here. Falls back, notices that he's getting spammed, jumps back out, and jumping and takes him down. As Aches picks up the first round here. Here for Quantic Leverage.
That was epic. As far as kill cams go, we need optic hex here. Big optic hex. Top 5 kill cams of the week.
As right now we're on board here with TP. TP starting to be able to make his move.